The social activity of the Onze Foundation in figures. 2024, Onze founded the Onze Foundation in 1988 to support the associative movement and improve the quality of life of people living with disabilities. Our bylaws establish employment, training, and accessibility as our core spheres of action. In 2024, we supported 956 entities devoted to representing those living with disability. Thanks to the aid received, they will undertake a total of 2,234 projects to improve the quality of life of this segment. To fulfill the mission entrusted to us, we have amassed a network of relationships with companies, public administrations, and other entities. This has led to the signing of 219 agreements. Our entity, Inserta Empleo, manages an employment exchange comprising 356,183 people with disabilities, of whom 133,738 are currently working, while 222,445 are presently out of work. As intermediaries in the labor market, our team lent support to 41,378 people with disabilities last year, and we also managed 12,326 job postings that attracted no fewer than 54,487 applications. Thanks to these efforts, a total of 11,323 jobs were created for people with disabilities, in addition to the 3,642 job placements carried out for the Onze social group. Aside from the total number of jobs created, we helped 60 entrepreneurs get their projects off the ground while also supporting the creation of 518 job positions. Of the total jobs promoted, 41.4% went to individuals with physical disabilities, 22.7% to those with psychosocial disabilities, 16.1% to those living with intellectual disabilities, 6.8% to those with hearing disabilities, and 11.1% to those with some other form of disability, while the remaining 1.9% went to people with visual disabilities. Women accounted for 44.2% of the jobs taken up, while 19.5% went to young people. We have been working for years to find meaningful work for women with disabilities who have fallen victim to gender-based violence. At year-end 2024, we had a total of 7,159 women listed on our employment exchange. Of these, 909 received support via our employment guidance services in 2024 in all its forms, with a total of 451 labor market insertions successfully completed during the year. Training is a key element in achieving the full inclusion of people with disabilities. More precisely, we trained a total of 11,414 people during the period, with 10,497 of them completing vocational training and 917 receiving lifelong training. We awarded 986 grants to people with disabilities, most of them university goers, and of whom 717 were under 30 years of age. Of this total, 267 grants were awarded to university students with disabilities who carried out academic internships at companies under the Onze Crew Foundation program. Meanwhile, 421 young people with intellectual disabilities had access to the university environment under the University program, and 42 female university goers with disabilities took part in the RADIA program to receive training in digital technologies. A further 21 scholarships for excellence were also awarded during the period, along with 62 grants to pursue a career in the public sector. Moreover, 76 grants and scholarships were handed out in 2024 under the Portalento digital program. In 2024, a total of 2,356 people with disabilities succeeded in improving their digital skills under this initiative, through which 339 courses have been delivered to date, with 43% of the students being women. As a manager of the Queen Letizia Aid Program for Inclusion of the Royal Board on Disability, the Onze Foundation appraised a total of 2,788 applications in 2024. Another aspect we are working to improve is accessibility. In 2024, a total of 1,116 projects to promote personal autonomy were approved, including valuable support for the acquisition of 70 adapted transport vehicles for both group travel and private use, and 104 agreements were signed with various entities. We carried out 19 research studies, projects in the realm of society and science, and produced 134 reports on universal accessibility. Meanwhile, a total of 36,331 people attended training, courses, and conferences on accessibility organized by the Onze Foundation, both nationally and internationally. There were 3,120 online downloads of Onze Foundation publications on accessibility, as well as 115,485 downloads of the Medicamento Accessible Plus free app, where users can consult useful information on medicines. The foundation worked on 26 innovation projects, including Walker Paisa, Intel Data, and the Gali Accessible Video Game Initiative. The Accessibilitas portal, which the Onze Foundation runs alongside the Royal Board on Disability, counted 31,571 users, who visited more than 85,691 web pages between them. The 9th Biennial of Contemporary Art was held in 2024, focusing on mental health and resilience through art, attracting a total of 418,773 visitors. Last year marked the second year of the European Accessibility Resource Center Accessibly U, which the Onze Foundation is helping to develop for the European Commission, and which is a flagship initiative as part of the Commission's strategy for the rights of persons of disabilities in Europe. The main outputs of the project in 2024 included the staging of 88 events across various countries of Europe, in which a total of 20,888 people took part. The community of practice featured more than 3,402 active members, and the online library now hosts 260 bibliographic references and 301 good practices. Last but not least, the Onze Foundation's volunteering unit boasted a total of 1,629 volunteers, who between them carried out 1,124 actions throughout the year. Thanks to the sale of Onze responsible gambling products, together with our alliance with the European Social Fund Plus and contributions from other institutions, we have a total budget of 138 million euros. Because we believe in the importance of transparency, our facts and figures are endorsed by the likes of EY and PwC, the Onze Foundation, our engine, the enthusiasm, and our energy, the talent of people.